we can just go ahead and full retaliation. Oh, I forgot to put GG. I might as well just put it right there. GG. There you go. So Gyarados took 7 turns to take out Lugia, but we'll go ahead and play. Hey guys, welcome back, and today welcome back to our deck list on PTCGO, and today we're gonna take a look at Gyarados himself or herself. Gyarados is a 130 water type Pokemon. It's got a nice trait called Theta Double. This Pokemon may have up to 2 Pokemon tools attached to it. So essentially, you can run 2 Muscle Bands, or you can run 2 Hard Charms, or you can run 2 weakness policies for whatever reason, or you can mix and match weakness policy, hard charm, or if you're playing expanded, you can use giant cape and something else. I mean, the options are limitless. Either way, he's a nice Pokemon. Does a lot of damage, and Daredevil just helps him out. It's whatever your deck really needs. I figured I'm more of a damage output person, so I put muscle bands. But whatever your deck needs, if you feel Gyarados gets knocked out a lot by electric Pokemon, you can put weakness policy and keep him safe for a couple of turns at least. You know, whatever suits your deck. But we're gonna take a look at his attack. For double colorless, we use full retaliation, 30 base, but this attack does 30 more for each damage counter on each of your bench Magikarp. So Gyarados, of course, being Gyarados, protecting Magikarps from all evil and all harm, does full retaliation. And now I know what you're saying, 30 is not that much, but of course, if you have 4 bench Magikarp with each 2 damage counters each, you'd be surprised on how much he does. He knocks out Megas at that point. Ugh, it's devastating. But Angel, how are you getting Magikarp? How are you getting 4 Magikarps when you have Gyarados? We'll discuss that later. We have Thresh, which is not really a move you'll be using all that much, but I mean, if you have to, you have to, I guess. I guess all your Magikarps are prized would be the worst case scenario. He does 100 for 2 waters and a double colorless. Flip a coin. If heads, its attack does 30 more. If tails, its attack does 30 to itself. So not the ideal attack. Of course, weak to electric, which is kind of a bad thing because Manectric or Manectric is such a thing in the meta right now. But of course, Gyarados he's not a pushover. He does a lot of damage back. So if you get the jump on Mega Manectric, he's gonna have a hard time too. Resistance, nothing, but that's not bad. His retreat cost is 3, but even though it's a bad retreat cost, no one really wants to license out Gyarados unless they're going to knock it out in that one turn, because they're fearing the full retaliation. If you see a Gyarados and you license it out, you better try your best to knock it out in that one turn, because if not, then they're just going to tie the double colors and then just do mad crazy damage to you. Another thing I want to point out is the half art trait card here is amazing. I love it. It's probably my favorite one of the set. The reason why is because Gyarados is being Gyarados, just destroying the place and looking epic as ever. But I want to give credit to this fisherman, because I mean, he notices Gyarados, but he does not. He's just there. Look at him. He's like, oh man, he's got determination. He's gonna catch whatever he's catching. Maybe it's not like Gyarados fight this Gyarados. Oh, Kaiju battles. Either way, we're gonna take a look at Magikarp just because he's kind of a star of the show. Magikarp, he's got nice artwork as well, but nothing is compared to Gyarados. He's got 30 HP, which is not much to work with for damage counters. I know what you're saying. But he's got a nice attack called Epic Splash. Just the name is nice, nothing else really. Does 30, so that's pretty good. But the requirement for it is you flip 2 coins, and if either of them are tails, this attack does 30, or this attack does nothing. So you will be doing 30. However, there should be like a type or like ability that says if you knock out a Pokemon with this attack, you should win the game. That should be the funniest thing ever. Because Epic Splash, I mean, it's epic. It's gotta have an ability that says if you knock out something with this. How about this? You knock out a regular Pokemon, you get 3 prize cards. When you knock out an EX, you get the whole entire 6 prizes. That'll be the most funniest thing ever. Weak to electric, what retreat cost? Nothing important there, but just the HP wise. We have our supporter Pokemon here. Gyarados is the main star of the show, but of course, no Pokemon can be the star of the show without some kind of support. We'll take a look at Melodic and Famous later, but we'll have to look at Unknown. Unknown is the unknown Pokemon, or I guess a symbol Pokemon? I'm not sure. He's a 60 psychic, 60 HP psychic. He has the ability called Farewell, which is a bummer, but I mean, it's a great ability, but it's a bummer you can't use it in the active. Either way, once in your turn before you attack, if this Pokemon is on your bench, you may discard this Pokemon and all cards attached to it. This is not count as knocking out the Pokemon. If you do, draw a card. So basically, on your bench, you can discard him and draw a card. Does not count as does not count as a prize card, so that's good. However, if he's in the active and gets knocked out, then he does kind of press cards. It's different. I really wish you could discard him in the active, but not draw a card. Just discard him. Be really nice. Be a nice switch in kind of Pokemon. But he doesn't. That's not too bad though. He's got a one retreat cost. That's not too bad. He's got hidden power for 10. Nothing special. But he lets you draw cards, especially when you don't, say if we're getting Vileplume locked, we can use Unknown to draw something else. Say we have roller skates, we can't flip our coin because Vileplume locks it down. We have Unknown, and Unknown just let's draw a card, whatever card we might need. We might get lucky and top it something nice. We also got Phoebus, also a third type fish Pokemon. Phoebus and Magikarp are both the fish Pokemon. I don't know how they settle that later on, but they both are. He's 30 HP, he's water Pokemon. He has an attack called Surprise Attack. For one colorless energy and then 10 damage. Does flip a coin if tails attack does nothing. So they share many things in common. HP, resistance, not resistance, retreat costs, flip a coin things. And he's with grass, so a nice little diversity, I guess. We also have pretty much the backbone of the deck, Melodic. Melodic is 110 water type Pokemon, one of my favorite artwork wise Pokemon, and also a really nice and neat ability. The ability is Sparkling Ripples. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon, you may put a card from your discard pile into your hand. So basically it acts as a Versus Seeker, but for everything. Super amazing, I love it. 2 retreat cards, which is a bummer, but that's not too bad, I guess. You can work with it. These are your bench sitters right here. All 4 of these Pokemon are your bench sitters, and Gyarados is the only one that should ever be active. But if you want to start off with something, like you have to start off with something in the match, Unknowns are a good thing to start off with, or Phoebus as well. You don't really want your Magikarp starting off because you don't want him out in the fray. You want him just sitting on the bench. Of course, right now, things that attack the bench, of course, have basically an advantage over Gyarados because they can knock out the Magikarps and then lower his attack damage each time. Things like bats. Bats are horrible because they could just snipe Magikarps, but don't worry. In the next set, in Breakthrough, Mr. Mime is being reprinted with a similar ability he had in Plasma Freeze or Plasma Storm, one of those two. He has an ability where it blocks any damage done to the bench, so it's really nice. Teching one Mr. Mime would be very nice for this deck, helps keep it Magikarp safe from harm. So let's talk about the item cards real quick. We have 3 Battle Compressors, and the reason why Battle Compressors are in here is to get rid of the Gyarados and get rid of our Archies. Get rid of Archies, I know, but we can use Versus Seeker to get them back, so that's what we kind of use it for. It's how to speed us up as much as possible. We got 2 Dive Balls. That's mostly for the Phoebus and Melodics, but we can also get our Magikarps as well. It's a free card just to expend. We got Roller Skates. The reason why I have Roller Skates is because it lets you draw 3 is because I always get Tails either way. So I mean, it's a pretty much a dead card. It's pretty much a dead card in my hand. But I mean, there's times when I could flip it for something, and maybe I'll get heads, maybe. But I always get tails, so it doesn't really matter. This is just a dead card for me. We got 2 Sacred Ashes just because Magikarp, Phoebus, and Unknowns. They would be in discard pile quite a bit, so we can just get them back. Especially Unknowns because you're gonna discard them a lot. So just get it back whatever we need. Say they knocked out 2 of our Magikarps, and we can put them back in our deck and then get them back out. We have 1 switch. Just in case we draw for whatever, they catch all that Melodic or something. And if we have Phoebus on the bench, say for instance we were to use our switch, we can evolve Melodic and get back to switch. So I mean, it has Melodic has great synergy. We have 4 Transmail to get back whatever we need. We can get a Battle Compressor, a Versus Seeker, we can get whatever really. And so we need to make sure we draw something nice. So Transmail, sorry I said Versus Seeker, but Transmail is what we need a lot of. We have 3 Ultra Balls to get back Gyarados and Magikarp, whatever really. But I have it in here because it discards, and plus Ultra Balls are kind of the meta. They're pretty much required in every deck, a staple. I forgot to mention Transmail. We have Transmail as well to. We can use it, or we can basically fail the card. Essentially what you want to do is, say for instance you have Archies and you got Transmail, you can use Transmail but not actually get anything, just put done, not get anything, and then you can use Archies. These are just cards that are all pretty much expendable at some point. They can be used at any time. We have 4 Versus Seekers to get back whatever is in the discard pile, usually Archies. We have 2 Archies. We got self-explanatory. What you want to do with Archies is you want to discard the Gyaradoses, or at least 2 of them, or at least 1, and Archie's back a fully evolved Gyarados. We'll take a look at him actually because it's kind of a little thing to him. We got Archie's Ace in the Hole. He's a nice supporter, but you can play this card only when it's your last card in your hand. So very specific. Yeah, you can only have this last card. You can put any water Pokemon. Doesn't say basic. It says put a water Pokemon. So it can be whatever you want. You can even do megas with this thing. Put a water Pokemon from your discard pile onto your bench, then draw 5 cards. You have to fill the requirement. You have to have the water Pokemon. You cannot, if you don't have a bench space for it, you cannot use this card. So keep that in mind. You have to use this with the water Pokemon. So in the discard pile. So what you want to do is you want a battle compressor. You want to put an Archie's, Gyarados, and I don't know, water energy or something. And then you want to Versus Seeker the Archies, and then you want to play Archies, and then get the Gyarados out, and then draw 5 cards. I mean, it's really self-explanatory. You want to basically have the 4 Magikarps on the bench, or if not 3, and then have a Gyarados just wielding a bar at full retaliation. But for whatever reason, if your deck is not running smoothly, you can go ahead and evolve the Magikarp into the Gyarados and use that as your main attacker while you get the deck going. There's no point in not using the Magikarps if you don't have the Archies. You might as well just get a Gyarados going and start attacking. He still does a lot of damage with just 2 on the bench. 3 on the bench is killing any EX, I think, and then 4 on the bench is killing whatever whatever's a threat to you. And we have 1 Lysander, for obvious reasons, Lysander. 1 Birch, because I don't really like Birch all that much. I don't like Shauna either, so I'd rather just rely on Archies and Sycamore. Plus, with this kind of line, you kind of want a low support hand so you can get Archies. I've seen people run 2 Sycamores but 3 Archies. I mean, up to you. I kind of prefer this line. I have 4 Professor Sycamores. Once again, you can swap it. You can use like 3 or 4 Archies and then use just like 2 Sycamores. I've seen that kind of deck go working as well. Not with Gyarados, but with like a Blastoise kind of deck. I've seen that work. We have 4 Team Magma Secret Base. I know 4. Yeah, it's just really, we need to really have damage counters onto our Magikarp. And what Team Magma Base does is whenever you play a Pokemon, basic Pokemon, except for Team Magma's Pokemon, from his or her bench, they put 2 damage counters on it. 2, which is a very key thing because we don't want to do 3 because it knocks out a Magikarp. But whenever you or your opponent put down a basic Pokemon, whatever it is besides a Team Magma's Pokemon, they put 2 damage counters on it. So it helps Gyarados get into range. However, if you want to run in the stadium, that is up to you. You can run Faded City does pretty good wonders against Mega Pokemon. Just a number that Gyarados has a hard time reaching, but he can reach it though. Just a harder time to reach it. Or you can put Silent Lab once again to get rid of like Shamans and things like that. But we do run Unknown, so keep that in mind. You run Silent Lab. Muscle 1-3 Muscle Band. We don't really run too much tools because Gyarados kind of does a lot of damage regardless. If I wore to run a tool, I guess a weakness policy would probably be a better fit, or maybe Hard Trump. But we do run Muscle Band to close the gap. Say for instance, one of our Magikarp is prized. Don't worry, Muscle Band covers Magikarp, and we have 2 of them prized. 2 we can put 2. So yeah, Magikarps and Muscle Bands kind of go hand in hand here. We also run 4 double colorless because they are the main power source of Gyarados. However, if you want, you can go and manually attach Water Energy. Water Energy is actually for the retreat cost of most of the Pokemon here. I don't want to waste double colors, but sometimes you have to. Don't worry, Malar can get it back, but that's pretty much it. That's pretty much the deck. I have played a couple matches since I was supposed to upload this a little later, or at least a little earlier, but I ended up playing some UnderTale, and I ended up playing that for a while. So yeah, UnderTale's an amazing game. When I got back on, they had a new versus ladder, so I think it's the Xerneas one, which I'm not too excited for actually. But I mean, there's that. So I played a couple matches with it, having fun time. It's a really fun deck. So if you have the time to play it, it's a really fun deck. That's a nice change of pace, really. It's nice. It's like, I want to say the second funnest deck I played from the Ancient Origins set. All right, well, that's about it. I hope you guys enjoy the matches. Or is it? I'm not sure. So we're going against the long lost here. I love that name. Fairy Grass Giratina. Let's go with Tails. I'm gonna get heads. Oh, I got Tails. Nice. We'll go first because I think it's Fairytina and we need to slow Fairytina down as much as possible. So we see Vileplume, which is of course not a good thing. We start off with a very interesting hand, but not too bad because we can get Sycamore or anything off of it. I'm gonna play a Change Rail, all 3 of them unfortunately, but we'll go to play them. We'll go and draw an extra card. We got Gyarados, which is actually not that bad. We got Vileplume, that's fine. We just need to look for, there you go, the Team Magma base. We'll go ahead and put that down. We'll go ahead and Ultra Ball away the Gyarados and the Trainer's Mail for specific reasons. And we'll go ahead and get a Magikarp out. Play down Magikarp, put a Muscle Band on Magikarp, I guess. I'm thinning out my hand because I'm gonna do the biggest of plays right about now. I'm also gonna get down another Magikarp because Magikarp is lovely. He's a beautiful monster. We're going to discard. We're going to discard another Gyarados, I guess. Sycamore, just because decides to Berserker out. And you know what? Let's go ahead and get an Archie's. We'll go ahead and Sycamore that away. Get back the Archie's. Play it down. Get out of Gyarados. And draw 5 cards. And we got an Unknown and a Dead Ball, which is not that bad. Next turn we can actually play another Archie's. But I'm gonna just end it at that. I was hoping for a double colors, but you know what? That's okay, I guess. You know what? Greed get the better of me. That's fine. I want to see what my opponent's gonna actually do. So we got a Gyarados. We got. Oh, I should have Unknown just for energy, so I can get Unknown out of the active. But that's fine. As long as you speed out, I'll speed our opponent. He won't be able to use Giratina's ability to lock us out. He's gonna get Spritzy, so it's off. That's interesting. It's a Fairy Transfer, Gloom. I'm assuming Giratina's in here. That would be the EX of choice. He's got a 0-6, which I guess he just decided not to use it because I didn't put energy down. Oh, it's a Florges deck. Wow. Okay. That's gonna be a bummer. Unfortunately to say, that will be an issue. Nothing useful there. Let's see. We'll get out. Oh my god, an Archie's, okay. We'll go to get out another Unknown. I'm just really fishing out for some energy. So we'll go ahead and just Farewell Letter once again. We got energy. I'm going to attach it to the Unknown. And I'm actually going to keep this. I'm going to keep this hand, make it look like my opponent, I don't have much. Just so my opponent might attack with Florges soon. I'm going to hit him power for 100. I'm 100, I wish, for 10. I'm going to retreat it afterwards. But I'm just making it look like I don't have anything much. That way my opponent can just go ahead and somehow switch out of the active and just attack my Unknown for no reason. He's going to evolve. Oh, she's going to evolve into Bloom, which doesn't really do much either way. It's just solidifying the lock. But once... Nope. But once I get my thing going, we're good to go. We drew heads. We got Sacred Ash and another Water Energy. Go ahead and put him down and just use his ability. A Lysander. Alright, so we gotta do the plays here. We won't be able to knock out. Florges anytime soon, but we got Lysander so we can take out the big threat, if anything. So I'm just gonna end my turn. Hopefully with the farewell. Oh, I didn't attack. But hopefully with the Farewell Letter from the Unknown, we can draw into another energy or a Sycamore versus Seeker. We got some kind of options here. If not, I think I could. If I get an Ultra Ball, I can manage to play down my hand just a little bit more. She's gonna Ultra Ball, Long Lost Hero, for another Florges, which is gonna be a bummer. It's gonna evolve into a Vileplume, so now we can't play items, which is fine. It doesn't block us from abilities. I got a Sycamore, so I'm just gonna. Oof, it's a tough call here. Florges is such a big scary thing because of reasons. Just because it attacks for a little bit of energy like we do. It does 20, 40, 60, 80. Doesn't really do much, but I mean, if it puts down more Pokemon, then of course we're in trouble. I'm going to go and just retreat into Gyarados. I'm going to use Farewell Letter. Hope we draw an energy. I don't draw an energy, but I also draw a Magikarp, which is actually just increases our damage output. But once again, I really wanted to Lysander out the Florges. I wanted to just like get out the biggest threats, but I'm not just Sycamore. Put on our Phoebus, and Phoebus comes in hand a lot later. Let's see what we can do here. We can't play any item cards, but that's fine. We can go full retaliation for 270, knocking out. Ooh, we got another Gyarados, which is actually pretty good. We can knock out pound for pound pretty much. He's gonna get Romatisse, or another Oddish just to increase her damage output. So she does 100. She needs a Muscle Band or another Fairy type Pokemon, which she probably get through that. So obviously it's a Florges deck, which means that the Naga got 3 Florges, which isn't too bad. They're not very high HP Pokemon, but they are quite a nuisance. The one good thing is that we're trading damage. Oh, I'm sorry. I was actually confused there. We'll be trading out damage, which is actually not that bad. We can actually play item cards now, so you know what? We'll go ahead and use... Perfect! Hopefully get a Melodic. We do. Let's see what we can get with Melodic. We don't really need too much, I think. We can get a Lysander. We can get whatever we need. I'm going to go and just keep the Melodic for whatever reason. Melodic is just something nice to have. I'm going to go in full Retaliation, knocking out Florges. Because Florges don't know what's up. And I think at this point we should just be doing a lot of work now. There's no way she can outspeed me in terms of damage output. I mean, I don't think there's any possible way. We're trading, pretty much trading prizes here. We'll go and put out the Magikarp with a Muscle Band on it for reasons. And we'll go ahead and put down a Team Magma, evolve our Gyarados, put a double colorless, and as you can see I'm still holding on to the Melodic because you never know when Melodic is going to come through. You know what, I'm going to go on Sacred Ash. Most of my unknowns because they're just draw power really. You know what, I want to play it safe, I want to get a Gyarados in there as well. Have multiple Gyaradoses in there. And I'm going to go ahead and full Retaliation, knocking out, ooh, 230 mega levels, I swear, Gyarados, stop it. And then she has her last flow, she plays Trevor, oh my god, Trevor's like a card you don't even see anymore. And so she plays her last Florges EX with her 1 energy, she needs to attach another energy attack, and she'll knock us out, but we do have other ways of getting back. She just concedes. So what I was holding, I'm not just tell you what I was holding the Melodic for. What I was holding the Melodic for is because Melodic gets back special energy. So if I need a special energy, if I need something clutch, I can use Melodic's ability. Excuse me, I was about to burp. So I can use Melodic's ability. Super clutch, super amazing. So it saves me a bunch of times. You would not believe it. Whenever I need double colors, so save all 4 in the discard pile. That's fine. Melodic can get it back. Melodic gets anything back because she is your lifeguard. I love Melodic. I love this card so much. I wish I could use it in every deck where it's viable, but it fits best in a lot of decks for obvious reasons. But yeah, so that's Gyarados. This is my version of it, at least my take on it. It's Melodic, Unknown, Gyarados. Gyarados for the main attacker, of course. You see how much damage he was doing. He was doing like 230 at one point, and that wasn't even when it was capped. I think he was doing like 250 at another point. He reaches absurd amount of damage. Amazing, really. Another thing is Melodic gets back things that you might have discarded or for whatever reason. Plus, she's not Vileplume blocked either, so you can use her to get back, I don't know, a Lysander or a supporter. So she gets back anything. So you can, as long as it's not an item, you can still use it on Vileplume's turn. Say for instance, you need a Versus Seeker for a Lysander to win the game. Boom, Melodic's got your back. Melodic can get back the Lysander from the discard pile. I love Melodic. It's like running another Versus Seeker, really. A Versus Seeker with the prize, pretty much. And then, of course, Unknown for draw support. This doesn't run any Shamans, but it doesn't need to. Actually, it runs pretty smoothly as it is. As I played 2 games, and the 2 games I played were 1. So I should earn a treasure chest at this point. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed the match, if you guys enjoyed the battle, please leave a like. It's a very fun deck once again. You can try it out. And that's about it. So I hope you guys have a great day. Ooh, the stars.